Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. I'm still working on replacing stuff here, but today we will take a look at the next, again, at the thing I want to build here, because this is rover country, so we will build rovers here. And I prepared something. We will go over there in a second. I just wanted to take a look. Okay, here I'm still missing railings that can come later. Then I replaced railings to here. I replaced all the catwalks. Placed this. I made some security measures so I don't fall off of things. It's nice with the new stuff. So okay, this works. Good. We can go over to the station. I tested out the MARM OS, and that still works. That's great. So I can still use that. I'm at the moment, I'm most of the time out catching unknown signals. I don't know why, but it got me. And I recently got a policeman carabine rifle thing. It's neat. Good. Okay, the concept. I want to, not the concept, it's a working thing. Again, it's new to me. I relatively recently learned that. And you can now scream and shout that this is all stuff that everybody uses, and I should have known about it, all these things. I know. It's just, I don't know. I recently came to see this stuff, and I wanted to definitely use it at one point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we put the other side on. So as you all know, wheels are a bit problematic, and wheels are not always the right thing to use. Here on Mars, it's basically the only thing that we use to get around. But there is a way to use wheels, or the benefit of wheels, but with the power of thrusters. I'm getting a lot, by the way, I'm getting a lot of suggestions to put thrusters on my stuff for up, down, and all these things. And you can see there is thrusters on some of the things I have. I know the benefits of having thrusters on things, but what I want to use here is the power of thrusters to propel the whole thing. That would also work with normal wheels, but what you can do is one setting, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. One setting I most of the time ignore when it comes to, set to just high when it comes to rovers, is the friction setting. And this time we will do it the other way around and set it to low. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or to not even existing, because that's something you can do. And I want to test, if possible, multiple ways to do this. So I need a suspension. I don't care what suspension it is. That's not a thing we need to think about, because the suspension will basically do nothing. Just be a suspension. We need gyros. We need atmo thrusters. And again, we will just build a concept and later work on whatever we have. I just want to say something. Whatever we want to build, I will do the whole thing later. For now, I just want to see this thing working. and then we just later, don't know, modify whatever we have here, or build it, rebuild it. It's just, I want to have the two concepts that are possible with that, or the two ways to place the whole thing. I want that built and then see how it works. So what we also need is a reactor. I'm not sure how many I need, and the big problem right now is I don't have a lot of energy, or not a lot of uranium left here, and we need to bring that in, or we need to maybe, I don't know, replace a lot of the stuff with maybe batteries, something like that. We will find a solution for that, but for now I can just go with a bit of uranium that I have here. Good. That's close to all that we need. We need a gyro and then some thrusters. So I will just go with small ones for now, and just the necessary ones. Let me do this and this, and when that is done we will cut it loose and test the settings. Good. So what we should be doing is turn off the steering, turn off the propulsion, turn off the brake. We don't need that. We need no power, no strength, or we need strength maybe. The height offset can stay that way. What we definitely need to do is completely reduce the friction, and the strength, I don't know, maybe the strength can go up a bit. So what we should be seeing now is, you can see that this thing glides. And this is amazing, because this is basically now a hovercraft. And having hovercrafts here on Mars seems to be like something we should have. One thing I want to know is how easily this goes over don't know, bumps in the road and all that stuff. I hope that's all possible. Can I find something deeper? This is so crazy. I absolutely love this. So the suspension works as a way to okay, let me say it this way. The suspension and the wheels are relatively resilient, and it negates shocks that this thing might get. So it works like a rover, but we have the speed and hopefully the stability of something that flies. It's the, don't know, it's a neat concept. Again, I relatively recently learned of this, because I saw on Reddit a lot of things that kind of used this model as a way to don't know, to make hover tanks and stuff like that. And I want to see how big we can make this. For example, can we make a large grid hovercraft that we maybe can use in a similar way that we are using our large grid miner? So if we have a base that uses this concept, is that usable and workable? I hope so. So that we maybe can build more things that use this concept. Maybe another transport craft, a scout craft that we can use to bring in unknown signals or something like that. That would be great. I want to also build the other version of this and see how this behaves. You can basically turn the wheels upside down too, and that works too. So we would basically have a similar layout, maybe a bit more compact, and we can maybe try if we can use 1x1 wheels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Put these on already. 1, 2, 3. And then put these on again. I just want to see how the other version behaves, how feasible that is, if this is better or the other way around. 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Put on the seed. First we put on the reactor, then we put on the seed. Okay, and then gyro. And then again, I want to see if... Let me bring in the thrusters. I just have them on the hotbar. So let me just plonk these onto... It should work the same way, because again, the only thing that we use is the no friction of the wheels. So let's see. This is the 1x1. Okay. And then we just... And this might look nicer, I have the feeling. I'm not sure. Ramethep used that, and that's something he built. And don't know, this might be, again, looks wise, a thing we could do. Hope. Not sure. We will have to see. Okay, we need more uranium, of the bit of uranium that we still have. I'm not sure if the truck has enough. Maybe the truck has a lot of uranium, but there isn't any to find here, so this will be interesting. I might have to make mining runs. Here I didn't set any rules about how to power that stuff, so having uranium here would just be great and nice. So, okay, let us just turn off steering, turn off propulsion, turn off brakes. We will leave the air shocks on, although we don't need them. Strength doesn't matter. Height offset doesn't really matter. Friction 0. Oh, this doesn't work out so nice. It works, but this seemed to be locked to the ground, kind of. The problem that I ran into with wheels turned this way is that then sometimes the whole physics system bogs out, and it could be that it is the orientation of the wheels. So maybe we'll have to go with the usual orientation, but can keep the wheels from turning in any way, and then maybe build around it so it might look a bit nicer. Ooh, okay, it works. It's a bit bumpier than the other way around. New Year's celebration not starts, but the people start to use fireworks, and I hope it's not all too loud for the recordings. Good. Let me try this. It works. It's neat. I don't know how fast I should try this. If we can really run it. We can. So that works out. The only thing that we don't have is we don't have a good stopping power right now, but that's due to the energy and due to maybe the thrusters we use. That will be alleviated, I would say. Good. Let me do some more work with this and maybe, yeah, decide what version we might want to use. I'm not sure. I like this one because it gives us a really small footprint for the wheels, and we could pack that in and it might look a bit nicer. But this one seems to be more stable and seems to be more, how to say, it seems to not bump so much because the suspension should still work. So maybe, I'm not sure. I will take a look at this and maybe I have an idea for how stuff like that could look. I want to test out something. So I think I will settle for these things. This, again, it from the looks department, it makes more sense, I have the feeling, although after riding this for a bit, this seems to be the smoother ride. One thing I've found that I really like is one thing we can do with the hovercraft is we can turn the dampeners off and then just glide. And don't know, we get sped up a bit, we slow down a bit once we go up a hill. This will be fine. Okay, we don't have real control, so if something is in the way, we will have to turn the dampeners on again, but this makes sense. So here, this seems to be a bit the smoother ride. Let us do the same thing in the other hovercraft. It's just, but again, this doesn't make so much sense from the way we can build around it. The other thing seems to be higher, seems to look nicer in the end. I hope it's not too bad. The other thing that I built there is a hovercraft that just uses three wheels, and I want to see if that's a good way to make, don't know, small exploration rovers. See, this immediately goes up and, don't know, starts to be problematic. See, this is, I don't know. I think I will have to I think we will have to use the other method after going over this. This might look nicer, but if we want to have a relatively stable ride, I would say the other method is a lot better. It makes more sense. This here is stable too, so with three wheels, you need to make it stable-ish. So 3 points, always good to have, but here it is the same issue. It is just too bumpy of a ride. I'm not sure if I should go over this. Yeah, no. I would have to be very, very slow for this. So I will build another three wheeled thing later, and use the other orientation for it. It's makes more sense. It makes more sense. Good. I tested out other things, and another thing that we need to test out is the big variant. So, but for that again, I will have to deal with uranium and all that stuff. So we will go then for this layout. Question is, can we, how close to the wheels can we get without the wheels exploding while we are riding this thing? Because if they don't turn and do anything, then they should be good. And we should be able to hide them at least a bit better. We could make some, don't know, some things in the bottom that hopefully just enclose them, and so we just see the tips of the whole thing. It works out fine, let's say. Here with this, we then can also set the strength of the suspension. That will work out too. Yeah, this should be good without hopefully the wheels exploding. Good thing. Now question is, yeah, what design do we choose? 4 corners and then go for that, or maybe make it a bit more stable? We will have to see. The design comes later. I just wanted to show you the concept itself. I don't have a lot today. It's a weird day. Tomorrow is New Year's, the 31st. New Year's, is that the first? I don't know. It's today. Tomorrow is the 31st. The end is coming to this year and the decade. It will be great. So, concept is done now. For uranium, I think I need to go back up to space, find us some uranium, bring that down. That should be the next thing to do. The one thing I wanted to talk about is the last episode I edited with a new editing program, or a new one for me that is free. Davinci Resolve 16. I saw it, and again it was for free, and I don't know, I had that in my had an open tab in Chrome for a while, and don't know, never used it because it always, you need to register for it, and this always makes me queasy. I don't know why, but I said, okay, why not test it out, use it, and man, this thing is a monster of a program, and it's completely free. There's no limited use on there, nothing like that, and I don't know, that didn't change my editing game, but made editing for me a lot easier. I used a different program before, and it was a bit clunky, and it did cost money. So it's the weirdest thing. I will have to test that out a bit more and see how well it behaves. It made relatively short work out of the bit of editing I do, because I didn't have to do some things with audio work, and there's, when I record with OBS, there's don't know, I have some things going on in OBS where I split my voice channel from the game audio channel to to kind of have the ability to edit that independent from each other. And it's a weird thing. Not a weird thing, it's just for me to use. And the program that I used before, you needed to extract the audio because it would only show one audio channel and all that stuff. And the new Resolve just put it in there, everything's there. You can edit it from independent from each other, all that stuff, without having to do extra steps. And don't know, that makes life so much easier. And it is relatively fast to render with it, all that stuff. It's great. Yeah, we'll have to use that a bit more, and don't know, maybe in the future there's more things I can do with it that makes sense. I don't know. There's a lot of options. I usually then have to read up on what to do with it and how you use it usually, and it's a learning process, but I like it. I like that so much. Good, but people, I think this will just be a short episode. Before I bore you more with my technicalities, I think I will end the episode here. Yeah, I go back to space, find us some uranium, bring that down to Mars so that we can start experimenting with. I want to see a large version of the hover chassis, and then maybe make a small version that I can use to drive around and grab new ore veins and unknown signals, all that stuff. We will see. Good, people. I think that's all for today. There's nothing more I can show you because today I don't know. I don't have a lot of time to do stuff, and wasn't able to do a lot of stuff in the in-between times. So I would say we will just do a short one. But at least I can wish you all a happy new year. Yeah, hope your year starts out well, and you don't know, you hopefully have some friends with you, some family with you to celebrate the beginning of the new year and the new decade, the new year 2020. Just don't know, I'm not good at these seasonal greetings. But people, I would say thanks for watching. I hope you liked the episode. If you did, then please leave a like on the video, and I hope to see you in the next one in the new year. See ya, guys.